Hello guys and welcome back to some more World of Tanks. Today I'm bringing you two Mastery games, one after the other. First one is in my Ragnarok. Yeah, a bit of an OP tank, but you know, there you go. You take a Mastery when you can get it. And obviously that means it's actually a hard one to get a Mastery on. So I have to put out all the stops to get a Mastery in this game. I've had some very, very good games and I've gone, oh, this has got to be a Mastery, and it's only been a first class. I mean, compared to other tier 8s, you could argue that there we go, that's the first good hit. Set him on fire, but it didn't last very long. We need to take care of those light tanks if we can. We're just trying to dodge incoming artillery at this point, because obviously we're one of the first ones to be spotted, so we do not want to be getting hit here. If we can take care of the light tank as soon as possible, that is giving us a big advantage in the game. Like I said, yeah, I've had like games where I've gone, oh, this is a decent, very decent game, and then it's only been like a second class because it's, yeah, like I said, it's very. He's coming back up again. Finish him off. There you go. That's one guy out of the game. Seems to be going quite slow. I don't know whether he was, I don't know, going full speed or not. Didn't seem like it. But we're a tank down already. Yeah, we're gonna have to really pull out all the stops to try to get a win out of this game, because my team do not do all that well. Of course, it's probably a high chance that we're going to get a win from a Mastery. I mean, it's not impossible to get a Mastery on a losing game, but it's very, very unlikely, right? We put in premium to try to pen this Churchill, but we're getting some assisted damage, a tiny bit assisted from the artillery there. Obviously light tanks, and there we go. Well, so this guy is going to poke way too much, and we're just going to put in. Unfortunately, we only pen one of those shots. We keep the premium in to try to tackle this guy. Artillery comes raining down on that guy. We've got equal teams right now, and we've taken probably the best part of the map. This side of the map is the majority of the map, right? So it's good. We've got the advantage, but they have taken the other flank. It all depends on how my team reacts and how their team reacts as to whether one side's going to win or not. Unfortunately, our team is a bit slow to push the cap area. I personally think if we've won this side and the other side has got the other flank, just wait for them to come to us, really. We're going to try to take this guy out. He's just concentrating on artillery, and that was a major mistake. We get hit from miles away. Not miles away, but this Dragon. So that was a massive hit. Unfortunately, took out a lot of our crew. We're in a bit of a sticky situation here. So we're going to try to just lose our sixth sense. We want to be careful of that Dragon. He's a very dangerous tank. Since we got no to little armor, he's going to be able to pen his Hesh rounds and HE rounds to do us some serious damage. This guy is really getting in my way. I was going to use this house. You could see I was trying to use this house as cover, and he just pushes right in front of me. And now he's going for. So yeah, unfortunately, we're now a tank down. Our guys are now multiple in the cap area. Unfortunately, they're just going to be sitting ducks there for guys on the 0 line once they get spotted. And as you can see, one of them's dead already. Now obviously not great here. Not the best position. I kind of didn't want to get into this position. We penned that shot. He ducks down. Looks like he's going to push us again. Just hoping that the enemy doesn't push down towards the cap, because they'll be having our rear ends to them. So I'm kind of like, I kind of shouldn't have gotten in this position. Not a good position, but it looks like a good portion of the enemy team is now going for the cap area. But we do have to be careful. We are not on the most hit points here because we took that big hit. Got one in the chamber, so we probably took too long to reload, but we're hoping going to get another shot off on the ISM. Unfortunately, he goes down the ground, goes down there and tries to tackle our guy. Now, of course, we've got several guys after the cap area. It's only a matter of time before that guy dies. We've got artillery in the back of the map there. Someone's overexposed there. We're just going to put shot after shot. We're going to take a risk here. We could possibly get shot. We're kind of trying to keep on the move here, and we take him down. But we are in a very precarious situation. People from the 0 line can now hit us. So we duck down here. Now, unfortunately, it's going to be very tricky for me to pull back now without getting spotted. This person's taking speculative shots at us. We are now 4 to 6. Now, they've taken the people out of the... they've taken care of the guys in the cap area, so they could be coming up the AB line right now and going to obviously leave us without an artillery, and we're going to be surrounded. So in a minute, I'm going to decide, all right, I'm going to risk it. I'm going to risk it. I'm going to pull back and support my artillery, or lease that flank. Obviously, like I said, I'm worried that the Dragon might be able to spot me here, but I'm also thinking the Dragon looked like he might be a decent player, so he might be coming up all the way up around the AB line and trying to come up behind us. And this is where I kind of decide, right, I gotta go for it. Unfortunately, there's like three TDs left. So, like I said, we have not got many hit points to play with here, with no armor, and this guy pulls out. We can hit. Managed to track him in place, pen all our shots, and someone else managed to put a big hit into him before our third shell goes in. We managed to finish him off, which is very nice. We're at now over 4,000 damage. That is a very, very nice game. So this is where we pull back, because it's been a while since we spotted any of the enemy team. So I'm worried that they're coming up around the back. So here we go. And unfortunately, a bit too late. The Dragon is there. He's on a good amount of health. Now, like I said, I'm a bit worried he might have been a good player. He pulls out right there. We track him. We're going to try to keep him tracked. I'm worried about he's going to put a shell into me, but he's not quite reloaded. So unfortunately, he doesn't pull back in time. We track him in place. We do the expert job of tracking him in place, keeping him tracked, and pumping those shells into him before he can get away or before he can put a shell into us. So it's now 3-4, and we just got over 5,000 combined, and we've got at least a couple of kills. Or was that 3 kills now? Either way, again, they still haven't put how many kills you've got on the information on screen. Very annoying. I still don't know why they haven't put it back on. I still would much prefer the ribbons with the numbers underneath than just plain numbers. But there you go. So we know we've got someone over here. We're looking over there. They're probably not expecting someone to come up this side here. Unfortunately, he actually was coming up this way, but he didn't turn his turret in time. So we are now just kind of reload. You know, we've got 2 enemy tanks left. Might as well just reload while we can. We know where one of the enemy team is. So we're going to push up all the way around. And then there's a guy right in the middle of the map. In a very, very silly position. He's got to get taken care of before we can get there. So we just take some speculative shots here. Trying to get lucky. We don't, unfortunately. I think we've got 4 shells left, so we can got one more full chamber out of this guy. So we're going to push down here. It looks like our team is doing a pretty good job. Another guy is coming up the other side of the map. Unfortunately, we don't finish that guy off. But we do get some spotting assists. It's okay, but yeah, would have liked to have got that kill. And that Dreadnought is on full health. But unfortunately, I'm thinking we might actually be too slow to actually pick up any more health off this guy. All these guys are just going straight in for him now. He could probably do a lot of damage to us if he hits us, but I doubt we're going to get there in time, because these two guys are just racing now just to try to get some final damage. But he's keeping them at bay. We're putting the shots in now. How are we farming for most of his health there, guys? We get well over 6,000 combined. Pardon me. And an 8-kill game as well, guys. So Radley Walters don't get very often. A fair amount of money. I don't know if I had a boost on there either. But there you go, mastery game. As you can see, did it a lot better than majority of my team and the majority of the enemy team. And the dragon on the enemy team was the top, so he was a decent player. Anyway, see you in the next match, guys. Alright, a mastery game in the Cheiftan Mark 6. Happens to be one of my favourite tanks in the game, but I have not played it for a very long time. This is the first time I played it since the recent buff. So obviously I wanted to have a look and see how decent the buff was to this thing. See if it was much better. Oh, obviously, like I said, already enjoyed the tank, so the buff is very welcome. And we're going to go to our kind of normal spot when we've got gun depression. It's 2 artillery in the game, unfortunately. And then I kind of like... Oh. So both our light tanks have gone to a small part of the map on the other side of the map. So that's good. That's great. You know, I've been spotted. First one spotted, so I'm going to get dunked on by artillery for sure. I just think this game's going to go absolutely terribly. And I'm probably right. As you can see, we've got some TDs and some artillery behind us for support, and that is pretty much it. Unfortunately, the game is mainly artillery and TDs on our team, so we're at a bit of a disadvantage. This guy comes strolling across. We get a massive bunch of our health taken care of by TD. We get artillery coming in on us. So we put a shot into that guy in return. And yeah, so we're pretty much the only person spotting for our TDs. But they're not actually going to support us too much at the beginning of this match. We're going to have a massive issue with the... and again, I'm just thinking I'm going to get absolutely wasted here. But as you can see, we've almost got 2,000 assisted. We put a nice shot into this light tank. He's coming over. And then the other light tank, who's not platooned up, decides, yeah, we're going to go for him as well. And I'm just thinking at this point, I'm absolutely screwed. I'm less than 1,000 health here. And none of our TDs is coming to help me. Luckily, that guy gets in the way of the other guy. Someone takes his head off. And we managed to finish him off as well, pretty much on our own. So we've now got just under 2,000 of our own damage and 2,000 assisted. And as soon as we get up, we get someone spotted and put a shell into him ourselves. So we've had a decent game already, guys. But you know, what else can we do in this game? Again, look, KV4 bounced on his weak spot. They've really done buffed that line of tanks far too much. It's ridiculous that a heavy tank, tier 10 heavy can't pen a tier 8 on its weak spot. So we're going to try to keep unspotted at this point, but we want to. Unfortunately, we're going to have to risk it because we want to be spotting for our TDs. As you can see, we have not got much health to play with. Basically a one-shot to most of the enemy TDs. He gives us his side. I'll happily take that because I want to take that guy out because I should not be bouncing off that guy. There you go. Another hit into him. And he should be taken care of. Over 3,000 of our own damage now, guys. from a very bad start, we're now doing not too badly. Or just kind of watching for these artillery shells at this point. Kind of hiding behind this dead tank here to hopefully absorb some of the shells. And we've got a grill here who's coming into our gun sight. And we're putting in Hesh to try to do much damage. And of course, look, he's just coming swinging over. And unfortunately, does not do enough to kill me. And I take him out of the game. Why he did that? No idea. Again, just waiting for the artillery shell to come in at this point and kill me. Bounce off the side of that guy, so I'm not doing too well at side shots at this point. And as you can see, we are not doing well. We've got 2 artilleries behind me. This guy's, I think, is going to come round by the side of me and just take me out. Not much I can do about it if he does decide to do that. Simply could be just splash me here and kill me. So we kind of try to do as much damage to this guy as we possibly can. Hopefully don't let him take our artillery out, because that's the only way I'm going to be able to survive this. And there you go, a massive shell into him, does plenty of damage. But then I realised that our artillery is now retreating, so I am now surrounded. I've got people in the 1-2 line still. We've got a guy coming up behind me, and our team is now just sitting. And we've got a light tank still who's not wanting to do a light tank job. So that is always fun. Looks like he might be actually coming to support me now. Bit late. And hopefully he'll spot that tier 10 behind me. And hopefully get him to pay attention to him rather than me, but it looks like he's not realized that. I can't turn my back. I can't go back to try to kill that guy, because then someone over the ridge will come over and shoot me. But he's just crossing. Not really sure what he's trying to do. And I missed that shot. Very, very annoying. Very lucky to survive that, because I actually bounce or track him in that shot. Rather than actually take him out. But again, we still got artillery in the game. We are very concerned about this. And we are actually 5-4 now. How we managed that, I don't know. We've got 175 health here, pretty much. We've put a shell into him. He damages my viewfinder. Whatever. Put him onto a one-shot himself, pretty much. We put in premium to try to make sure every shot counts, right? We've got to kill this guy. And again, the artillery light tank has seen the artillery, so hopefully the artillery should be concentrated on that. Kind of just waiting for this. Now we've got this guy who could possibly shoot us in the side. We've got this guy in front of us, could kill us. We're just like not gonna. Trying to just stall him here and try to get the artillery to take care of him. We put a Hesh in now to just try to splash damage this guy to death if we have to. He's now been taken care of. Now this TD is now pushed all the way back. We've still got Hesh round in for some reason. But we're going to try to get the rear of this guy. And we do. Get the rear, don't do much damage, but enough to kind of annoy him. And we're just waiting for him here, and we take him out. So there you go, over 10,500 combined damage, and we come first. We only got the 3 kills, took out a grill and that light tank and that TD at the end. We've got mastery. Very nice. High caliber. Did very well. Yeah, so there you go. 2 mastery games. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next video, guys. Bye.